Oof. Yes, yes. Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, boys and girls. How are we all doing today? Oh, why is there no desktop audio? Hello? Uh, huh. Um, Give me one quick second. Where did my desktop audio go? Oh, right. I don't know. This thing is really annoying. Well, not OBS per se, but rather just because I've started like using oops my computer for other purposes. It messes with the audio device, and that means it's like it does weird things to it. I wonder what that means. Hello, just testing something. No. Um, let's see. Uh, I'm not sure that's how it goes, but yes, thank you. No, I'm definitely not sure that's how it goes. Wait, why is this like this? The settings are slightly aggravating. Yes, they are, but that's okay. That's okay. We got this. Um, how's the sound? Good. Excellent. Excellent. What? Hmm. There should be no offset there. Okay. Well, so today, obviously, we've talked about this before. Today, we are going to. Our weeb friend managed to get a hold of. Yes, exactly. So we're back to this. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but that's too bad. Nagoya. Uh, we'll just do this. Yes. So we are going to fly in the Tokyo Sky Tree. Yes, we are going to fly apparently in the night. Actually, that's pretty good. It's pretty perfect, and we're going to fly in the storm, right? Storm, yes. And we're going to try not to die. Well, I mean, presumably we can't die that hard anyway. Yes. That's exactly it. Any questions? Okay, any questions unrelated to that? Yes, we will still be talking about drinks. Unfortunately, actually, and interestingly enough, I can't drink in the office anymore. And we all know who to thank for that. Hey, what is this? Me? No, I just saw a pop up from Epic Games about a city builder that is free. I wonder if we should play that instead. Well, whenever Epic loads, we can. It's a battle of loading times, essentially. Yes. Like this. Oh, hello. Okay. Wait, hello. Why is why why is my okay? There we go. AI. Okay. Don't trim either. Don't do that. Okay. Okay. Now we're good. I was a little bit confused as to why the AI was taking over, but it turns out we're okay. let's see. We're now to the north of Tokyo, I believe. Yes. Actually, that's not a bad idea. We could. So the one suggestion that popped up was that for us to actually do like a walk around, sort of like I mean, it wouldn't be a tour guide, right? Like we would essentially be doing the tour at the same time and discovering things at the same time. But it might be interesting. What was it in Google Maps? Yes, we would just walk around the city, see what happens, see what's what. Did Epic load? Epic did load. This looks interesting. Build your colonies into massive sprawling cities while dealing with threats faced when settling on a new world. Right? Why are you scrolling? Oh, oops. Yeah, I forgot what. It's all good. That should get us up. Yes, excellent. While I continue reading this. Uh, alien world. Alien life forms, giant sandworms, plague spores, and apparently creep, fungal infection. Oh, you need to help your colonists. Ah. Well, I mean that could be interesting. We might do this tomorrow. Well, the idea is obviously that we're supposed to do something interesting on my days, right? Since none of you do it, like, see, look at this sponsor, right? Like, we never do anything interesting on your days, so we have to do interesting things on my days. That's just how it goes. Like, we're literally flying in the darkness. How exciting is that? I will admit that, yes, it was a bit of brilliant corporate maneuvering, yes. So for the record, what happened was, um, our boy who usually sponsors these Friday drinks broadcasts. The darkness is not exciting at all. Yes, Quitch, I know. I'm aware. I'm not allowed to change it though. So we're just gonna deal with it. um, oh, I see the message. Not exciting at all, and then I see that my beer count has declined to 0. No. No. What was I saying? Right. For future reference, this is a bit of brilliant corporate maneuvering where our boy, who is normally sponsoring, these Friday drinks and made us fly across Tokyo so many times, he decided to bide his time and build up a war chest so that he could, like, take over one of these sponsors, as one of these broadcasts, and make it what, like. Actually, can you tell me exactly what you want again? I can't. I don't have the luxury of scrolling up right now. Well, I need to figure out where I'm going, right? Like, that's partially the problem. Oh, look, there's Mount Fuji in the background. Oh, wait, no, we've gone too far. There we go. You see that? You see the dot in the center of the screen? You guys see that, right? Oops. Oh, you guys don't see that. Do you see it now? Yeah, you do. Okay. So that dot in the middle of the screen, that is where Mount Fuji is. And that's apparently where we're not going there today, but just saying that the map is kind of cool. Well, I mean, what are we gonna see? Like, where are all of the lights actually? Are we just in clouds? I think we are inside the clouds. Are those road lights? Oh, those are road. But like, we're supposed to be going into, yeah, we're flying into Tokyo. So we should theoretically see things light up in the distance. But I'm not seeing anything in the distance. Which means I think we are inside a cloud. Yeah, we must be. That's interesting. Is this what pilots feel? Sometimes, yeah. I remember when I was how old was I? Like 5? No, not 5. 8. I was on this plane, and you know they're usually not allowed to let anyone inside the cockpit. But I managed to get a hold of the captain while he was not in there, and we chatted for a bit, and he actually let me in, and that was amazing, right? Like, remember, like obviously, like this was post September 11th, so obviously things were locked down, and we were actually flying over the U.S., so that was even worse. But Captain, being really nice man, actually let me into the cockpit that time, and that was amazing, right? Like, and the reason I bring this up, it was a day basically like this where we couldn't actually see anything. You guys know of those days when the clouds are so thick that even in the middle of the afternoon it looks like evening, like you have to turn on the lights. Oh, hello. There we go. There are streets. Now we can navigate by the ground. Ah, yes. You see, we were definitely in the clouds. Okay. So maybe we should navigate closer to where we can see things. Don't want to get too close to the ground though. Anyway, the idea was, yeah, like, so we were in the cockpit. It was really cloudy, and it was fairly dark, even though it was in the afternoon, I think. And it was a lot of fun because he actually, this was a 747, I think. Oh, I'm so jealous, Quitch, that you got that a lot this month. I love that kind of weather so much. Oh, what am I saying? What am I doing? Oh, yes. So, yeah, it had basically this. Can you see my mouse? You can. It had basically this type of like panels, right? Obviously, it was a 747, so it was much bigger. But with those panels, he essentially tried to explain how he was. Look, a motorway. Is that a motorway? That is a motorway. We should follow the motor. Oh, there's another one here. Okay. So he was essentially explaining how he was flying the plane without being able to see anything. Yes, you should be jealous. It was fascinating. I loved it. Yeah, because it's just so, like, that's part of what makes modern technology so amazing, right? The fact that if we trust in the GPS and trust the technology, then we can get so much more done than what we can. I don't know what that sound was. Then we can get so much more done than what we can if we don't rely on that. You know, and technology goes wrong. Yes, sometimes technology does indeed very much go wrong. I don't disagree with that at all. That's not the point, though, right? Like, we all know that technology goes wrong, and yet more often, like, technology has helped so many more people that, yes, when it goes wrong it's terrible, but those are the outliers. Whereas if you remember, like, before we had GPS, how many people would certainly get lost and like be never found again, right? Like, it's nonsense. You can't tell me, oh, technology is unreliable, blah blah blah. Technology is unreliable, but technology is much more reliable than Like if you were in the middle of a forest, technology is much more reliable than your stupid human instincts. Who do you think you are? Anyway. Yes. Let's get to the drinks. Let me just get back into the cockpit so I can see where I'm going. Because when it's that dark, you can't really tell if you're flat or not, right? Ease down the power a little bit since we are going up. There we go. You can see the power slider, the throttle. Oops, no, don't do that. You can see when I lower and lift the throttle. I wish I had. Oh, actually, why did I say I wish I had? I do have the throttle, but I just choose not to use it. Going down. We should trim up just a little bit. Ease up on the throttle. Okay, let's talk about drinks while this happens. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. We're definitely in the middle of the storm. You can see literally nothing. But look at the beauty of it, right? Like we have the altimeter, we have the I don't know what it's called, the tilt. No speed. Oof. Look at that. Look at this weather phenomenon. It's completely blowing us off. Like if you didn't have the technology, I would like, especially in an airplane, right? Like on the ground, you have much more ability to keep yourself, how do you say? You have much better ability to keep yourself uh, pointing in the right direction. I remember in particular there was this technology from ancient China where oof, oof, oof. 1 second. Why is my trim at -30? That's okay. There we go. Let's power up a little bit. Oof. Okay. Well, it is difficult to do this. I should, if I knew it was going to be this difficult, I would have unpacked my my stick, my throttle, and ow. Oh, did we hit the ground? We did hit the ground. Ow. I forgot to look at altitude. Okay, let's start this again. Anyway, there's this type of cart from I don't know, like 1,500 years ago or more, from China, that essentially when you turned it, like it would always point north no matter how you turned, and that's just kind of amazing to me. Oh, my AI is on again. Don't end. Oh. Okay. Yeah, exactly. And so the cart, the way it works is actually kind of fascinating. It depends on how the wheels turn. If the wheels turn at the same speed, I think, like if the left and the right wheels cover the same distance, nothing changes. But if there's a differential change in the distance, so say like you take the cart and you turn it, right? When you turn a cart, the wheel on the outside of the turn will for sure, absolutely, um, cover more distance than the wheel on the inside of the turn. I think that's fairly self-explanatory. And so it would harness that particular change to make sure, yeah, exactly, that differential change will keep the cart always pointing north. And that to me is fascinating. well, I mean, it's well, okay, it's not that fascinating. It's simply math and gear ratios, right? But um, you can't do. You obviously can't do that on a plane. What what was the point of the story? um, the point of the story was what was the point of this? Oh, right. That we have many more tools that we can use on ground than we can on air to determine where we are and where we're going. Yes, that's exactly. I am not avoiding talking about drinks. I don't think. Okay, I might be. I might be. Oh, because your drinks are really boring. You guys either drink cocktails or beer or things that you drink because you think it'll annoy me. Actually, where's the trim for this? Pitch. Oh, is that the trim? Oh, that is very cool. Yeah, I want to trim. I don't want to. I don't want to keep pressing buttons for my trim. Hey, do I have trim? Oh, I do. Yeah, never mind. Oops. Um, yeah, on my flight stick, there is something that I could theoretically assign to the trim. I just didn't. Oops. Okay, let's get started with some drinks. What are we all having today? Yes, please, just send them in one after another. So what we have actually moved on to do, and this is just for general information, on the private classroom, because there are now 475 people on there. Yeah, and so obviously I can't actually keep keep a lookout on the entire conversation. So what happens is our administrator will like I sit in a separate Discord channel, and our administrator, well, I sit in both, but I only pay attention to one, and our administrator will like pull people in and kick them out, etc., etc. Yes. So yes, thank you to our administrator for doing so. Well, if you have problems with her, you can take it up with her. She has my full confidence, unlike you lot. Okay, I said I don't necessarily pay attention. Oh, okay, I said I don't pay attention, but I still look at the comments that you guys send, right? Don't worry, I'm still paying attention. um, uh, um, maybe the mommies, all my different mommies have expressed an interest in having their own channel for me to pay attention to. It's negotiable, I suppose. Are we flying? Yeah, we are flying into the clouds now. Like, note that I'm not even paying attention to the outside, right? Like, there's literally nothing for us to see, and it's really boring for everyone. So that's why I'm keeping the camera pointed on the inside. Oh God, our 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 our, our group of mommies has support from public school classmates. That's wonderful. Lovely. No, it's not quite the same. Um, okay, yeah, let's do drinks. Can we? How many are we doing? We're doing 5, right? And we have 35 minutes, 7 minutes to drink. Yeah, let's do this. Oh, you're here already. Hi. Oh, wait, hi. I haven't seen you in forever. Oh, right. Right, that's because you were on the waiting list, yes. How are you? Excellent, excellent. Okay, what are you having? Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, yeah. I like when you put it like that. I feel like it's better than using the name for the thing. I don't actually. Give me one quick second. Just give me 1 second. One quick email. Uh, okay. I think I think we're good. Yes, we are good. Yeah, so what was it? It wasn't tonic, right? It's just carbonated water. Yes. Yes. I like that. So carbonated water, mint leaf, and then whiskey. That's like, see, that is that is. I wouldn't even call that a cocktail, right? Because the the vast majority of the flavor of that drink comes from. I said whiskey, didn't I? No, what I meant was obviously vodka. Yes. So the vast majority of the taste of that drink comes from the vodka. Obviously, you dilute it with the how much? What is the ratio? 1 to 1. That is amazing. So presumably it's a 40-degree vodka, 40% vodka. So that means it's a 20% drink, and that's on about the level of a wine. So yeah, it's more like a sparkling wine than it is really a cocktail, right? And and I'm okay with that. Yeah, because the mint itself will not go overboard for I think obvious reasons because the mint is simply mint, right? And so yeah, like you're not going to be overpowered by the taste of the mint. And so let me drop down power just a little bit. And so because of that, yeah, I know I approve. I I do. I think it. Ooh no, too much. Oh, the wind is blowing us. Ah, I see. The wind is going in that direction, right? So the wind is going in this direction, and so it's going to essentially keep blowing us in that direction, and so we have to steer around that. Oh, there's stuff outside now. Oh, good. Look, we're approaching Tokyo. Yeah, no. I like that. I like that. Actually, I had something similar before. It was essentially a little bit of orange zest, not lemon zest, and and it was with um, what was it? I think it was with vodka actually, and then just a little bit of like 1 to 1 with I think it was tonic because I didn't have access to just like pure carbonated water. And so like the tonic because the tonic has a little bit of sugar and a little bit of what was it, lemon juice in it. It wasn't quite as pure as I could have made it, but I think it works. Yeah, it's like flavoring your water with just a squeeze of like orange juice, right? Like that's perfectly legit. People who think it's not legit are silly. Yes, I'm talking to you. You're silly. Stop being silly. Oh, so I'm coming down a little bit and dropping the engine power because we want to go a little bit lower. I have no idea. I have no idea what that is. Yes, let's have the next drink. That is, I like the look of the city, right? Yeah, it's nice. Okay. What? Recent. What? Sorry, I'm just looking at my I'm trying to download the thing that I just got off Epic for free, but I can't remember what it's called. Speaking of, when are we even calling it? That's right. When are we playing a more The World Ends With You? Like, that's been sitting on my hard drive and nobody's been sponsoring it. Oh, I see. Okay. The corporation has decided to go in a different direction, of course. How silly. Yes, that is correct. The reason why I put down power as we go down is because, obviously, as we drop in altitude, that potential energy, that height energy, gravitational potential energy, gets converted into kinetic energy, right? And so, if we still have the engines running at the same speed as we go down, then we are actually, like, we're adding extra energy into the system, and that can overload the airframe. Yes. And so as we get down to, like, here, and turn up just a little bit, and we'll let it, because the difference between trim and power and altitude should settle into this equilibrium, right? Like, if there's no wind that's buffeting us around, and obviously we can see that we've left the thunderstorm behind. It's down back there. Look, beautiful. And so because we've left that behind, and there's, I think, no more wind now. Let's double check. Altitude calculation. Oh, that doesn't tell us anything. Well, it doesn't tell us. Yeah, there's not a lot of wind, because there's only wind right now at ground level, right? Yeah. Oh, we're almost at ground level, but it should be fine. The idea is that we're not suffering from that, so we don't have to. And by setting some amount of trim and some speed, engine power, and then we'll settle into an altitude where we can cruise at that altitude with that trim, and the airspeed will be determined essentially by that. Yeah. Okay, next drink. My man, how are you? You would. You would. Please don't. Mm-hmm. No, if you do, I shall be very upset. I shall be very upset with you. And also, we're trimming up just a little, because I do want to settle at around 5,000 feet. Yeah. Just setting. 5,000 feet is fine. Oh right, we're hitting. We're not going to. So over there is Nalitai Airport. I'm fairly certain of that. Actually, let me double check. Yes. See? RJTL. Right there. But we are just going to Tokyo Skytree, obviously, and then we're going to fly all the way down to Osaka. But obviously, we're not going to reach that because, I mean, it's been 35 minutes. Yes. That is a nice drink too. What are you guys doing? Why are you guys giving me nice drinks today? Did they really? Oh, oh, thank you, mommies. This reminds me of those stories where like spoiled little boys get their mothers to talk to everyone to make sure that they're super nice to them. Uh, oh, um, but please don't. If only because it's not that I don't enjoy that. Obviously, I'm paid to enjoy that. Um, no. That's just no. But rather, I would rather everyone express and relax in a way on the server, in the best way possible, right? And for us on in the private class, that that was the whole point of it. Like, and that's why I don't stomp too hard on arguments as long as everyone is cool with those arguments, right? Like we've had a few in the past that I've stopped for obvious reasons, but I mean, it's we don't want anarchy, obviously, but we also don't want to limit everyone's expression to the point where they would feel where they can't enjoy or where they can't relax anymore, right? That's kind of the point because the whole reason I originally started the channel, the server, was so that like our boys and girls could find a place to relax properly. And if you guys can't, then there really isn't a point to keep it up anymore. So I mean, I might complain, and I do complain, uh, but that is also simply in part because some of these people really want to hear me complain, right? And that's fine. That's fine. Like it's certainly not the end of the world for me, and I very much appreciate all of the help. Um, we just don't want to we don't want to turn the server into a forum of a single opinion, right? Because that is, it doesn't matter how well formed that single opinion is, even though it's obviously my opinion is correct, right? Oh, we need more speed. That's um even though my opinion is correct, I still welcome other people's opinions because I think it's necessary for everyone to be able to be allowed to express themselves. Haneda Airport, yes, but we're not going this one. Well, it's not to get too deep into the current culture wars, but that is kind of the point. That when we start enforcing ideological purity, we are losing what makes discussions and what makes competition great. And if we lose what makes competitions great, if we lose what makes competition great, then we no longer live in a society that values competition, fair competition, and then it becomes it becomes a tribalism completely takes over, and then we get sort of political, like it really very much leads to political what is the word I'm looking for, political extremism. What time was it? This was 30. Let's start at 36 minutes. um Value of difference of opinion and political in the private classroom, right? So this all started because let's not drop down. just a little bit. I'm going to up the power just a little bit because we are flying into a storm. See, you see, we can't even see the ground anymore, even though we're only 3,000 feet up, which means we are desperately in a cloud. Yeah. So while I continue this, we can continue talking. But yeah, essentially the point remains that I don't mind if they don't, if they don't do the small things, or rather, no, let me rephrase that. When we signed the contract to make to choose the drinks, I never said that they had to choose drinks that I liked, right? Yes, exactly. I like the point wasn't for them to choose drinks that I liked, rather it was for them to choose drinks that I could then make fun of. Well, okay, maybe not on that level, but you get the point. You get the point. Essentially, that this way everyone gets to express themselves in some amount of, via choosing their drinks, whatever, and we get some interesting conversation, right? Because conversation is only interesting when there is a varied opinions and understandings. If everyone that's participating in the conversation, you guys can't see it, but I'm having to try really hard to keep this plane stable. If there is no variance in opinion or ideas, then you really just get an echo chamber, and people are really bored and will seek to further radicalize. Right? Actually, let me write this because this is important. What time is it? 41:00. When there is no difference in opinion in a society, it will self-radicalize. Because humanity, as a whole, we don't seek conflict, but we seek it's the whole thing with how people fare very badly in peace, right? Like our brains aren't suited for living every day in a echo chamber. We need outrage, not because we need outrage, but we need to we seek to be challenged. We seek to be angry, because only by being angry and being, we are dramatically too high on power. Dial that back down. Sorry. Just give me 1 second. It's hard to control this plane while still trying to make all of these points. We seek to be like, during times of peace, our minds get restless, and so we tend to then start seeking adversaries. Does that kind of make sense? There's literally nothing. We are flying completely blind. You can see like through the clouds. There's, that is pretty though, right? I think I see something over. Oh look, we've come out of the clouds. Excellent. Oh, that is pretty, right? Like, when we just come out of the clouds and we can start seeing the city appear underneath us, that is very nice. Could we go around them? Yes, we could, but our sponsor has made it very clear that I must fly through every storm. So I must fly through every storm. And up the power just a little bit so that we can gain some height and some air and a little bit of airspeed as well. But yeah, exactly. Oh, why is the stream to Twitch is just completely gone? That is so funny. I'm sorry to our Twitch viewers. Hold on, let me just try to make that stop. Okay, how about this? Is this better? Okay, I think it's catchy. Why is it streaming at 8 megabytes per second? Megabits per second? 8 megabytes per second. No, 1 megabyte per second. And still loading. Okay, we're catching up on Twitch. We're good. What was I saying? Right, difference of opinion, right? Like the human mind, if we look at human society and our growth, whenever there was fairly decent peace, society would turn inwards. That's not to say that's always the case, but that does happen, right? And society does turn inwards a little bit, and like I think to me the greatest the greatest example of that was actually Julius Caesar, right? Like obviously the Senate was weak, and while he had stuff that he could pacify in the Northwest, everything was fine. But when our boy Julius finished essentially conquering everything to the Northwest, he had nothing left to do, and so he crossed the Rubicon and essentially got himself elected as dictator for life. And then, of course, he got stabbed. But that's merely silent by then. Well, yeah. Because that his attitude then paved the way for Augustus really to become the first emperor, right? And so I would argue that like that was because of peace. And then if you look at the way that Roman emperors kept control afterwards, it was mostly via expansion. The less said about Nero, the better. No, I'm not interested in. See, I'm not interested in. Too interested personally, at least. I'm not too interested in internal politics. I find that it's all kind of understandable, but also just like really boring. At that rate. Yeah, sorry. Let's do the second drink. Oh my god. I already talked about it, right? Yes. Okay, everyone. Wait. I only said it was interesting, didn't? It doesn't matter. Let's do the third drink. If I didn't, we'll make it up. I'll make it up to you afterwards. Yes. Well, you're the ones that keep pulling me off on tangents. True. Yes, that was my own, but really, like, it is to emphasize that we the running principle of the private school classroom, is to have and to encourage not or rather to encourage a respectful difference of opinion, right? Because that is what leads to growth. Think of it as capitalism, but for opinions, right? Like the good opinions win, the bad opinions lose, and that's how it is. Yeah. It's all good. No, please. There's nothing ever to apologize for. This is thank you for thinking of me. Like that's very sweet of you, right? Yeah. That's right. That's exactly the quote, right? I might not disagree with, to paraphrase, I might not disagree with what you say, but I will defend to death your right to say it. And if everybody if everybody in the server, in the classroom adheres to that, then I'm of the opinion, and I know I'm patting myself, and really only one person, actually she's outside, yeah, she can see me do it. Only one person can actually see that. But it is very much true, right? Yeah. So please, as long as we keep it civil, I don't have to shut anyone down. But if it's necessary, I will, right? Like we've had one or two instances where this became an issue. Was I really scary? I'm sorry. Okay, last 10 minutes. Let's quickly do 3 drinks. Third one. Good. There's so much respect in this stream. I'm sorry, Quitch. This is yeah. I suppose my community is run a little bit differently from from the regular communities. Well, actually, that's an interesting question. I don't know how I would run a public stream like that. I might say the exact same thing and hope that it works out. And if it doesn't work out, I don't know, shut it down, disable conversations. But no, like again, right? Like the whole point is for everyone to have a space where they can voice their opinion, but also accept that other people have different opinions. Like you're not here to convince anyone that you're correct. You're here to think of it. No. If you have the evidence and you have the ability to convince others that you're correct without resorting to imposing your own opinion upon them and expecting them to trust that you are correct, then by all means, right? The only person that's able to do this in this classroom, as in like able to impose an opinion and expect everyone to understand that I'm correct, is me, obviously. Yes, obviously it's me. Who else could it be, really? I think the outside is still full of it's still full of clouds. So we will slowly up the altitude because we are getting into the mountain ranges. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. See, we're at 5,800, and our vertical speed has gone down a little. Anyway, right. I was going to comment on our boy who shared the fact that he was drinking Asahi beer, right? Asahi. Yes. Asahi. Good. It's not bad. No, yeah, it's good. It's good. Especially for my boy who usually only, what did you drink in the past? Like this stupid Canadian brand. Yeah, I wouldn't know. Don't even bother telling me. Yeah, I mean, as long as you're enjoying yourself, that's good. Let me see. I think we might need to. No, we're good. We're good. Let's have our next drink, please. Yeah, I mean, two more drinks within 6 minutes. We got this. Do I think? I don't know if I would be able to maintain this kind of discipline within a public school server. Because in the private school, you guys have a vested interest, right? Like you guys pay to be part of it. And so you guys have sunk costs in participating in these conversations. And that means you're more likely to follow these rules. Whereas in the public streams, obviously they don't have vested interests, and so it's much easier for all of that trolling to go on, and for people to want you to fail simply because of, I don't know, reasons. Let's up the power. That should yeah, there we go. Look at that. Okay, that's a little bit too much. Let's trim down just a little bit as we up the power. It's easier for me to see trim on the outside. That's why I switched to the outside. The power up a little bit. Let's go all the way up to 7,000 feet, and then we can level off again. I'll just come back down on power, and I'll up trim. Up to touch. Ooh, going off. We're supposed to go that. Let's go that way just a little bit. Down from a fuse. Okay. Yes, last string, please. Yes, well, I think it's worth. I think it's worth trying. So if I mean, obviously, I have no idea if anyone outside of you lot will ever be interested in my videos, and that's that's fine. I certainly don't mind that so much. But if they are, then I will attempt to maintain the same kind of discipline, because that's, I think, the most important part, right? Yeah, absolutely. Down power up trim just a little. There we go. Okay. Oh, there's our friend with the joke drink. Ah, thank you. Yes, well, how kind of you. You're too sweet. No, not in the same kind of sweetness as our mommies. No, they are actually sweet, whereas you are just kind of like being a dick. Well, okay. So presumably that's made with both honey and maple syrup, right? Because otherwise it wouldn't have the name honey and maple syrup in it. Yeah, and so you know my opinion on sugar. You know my opinion on cocktails. You know my opinion on sweet alcohols. Like literally, I want to watch you drink that. Actually, yeah. Why don't we after I'm done? We have 3 minutes. Hold on to that drink. After this, I will pop by your office. It's only 10 minutes away, right? Yeah. I will pop by your office and I will watch you drink them. Oh, are you? I guess if you're working from home, that's not very possible. That's a shame. I would have liked to watch. Well, it is big old shame. A little bit higher power just to get us. Yes, we. If you guys can see, our vertical speed is picking back up because we're higher on power, and so we can just use differential throttle. Oh well, not differential. We can just use my mild increases in throttle to change them. But of course, we can't do that for heading. I mean, we could probably change headings with differential throttle as well. Ooh. Actually, that might be interesting. We might. What if we did a broadcast where I would actually like try to learn how to fly an airplane, as opposed to right now where I'm just using the stick and just like manhandling the plane to get it where I want it to go. right? Like we would use things like differential throttle between left and right. We would learn how to use the rudder. That might be interesting. I mean, okay, personally, I would obviously be interested in. I don't know about the rest of you. Well, I could try an IPO of it at some point. We would probably use. I wonder if we could use an airline. Actually, that might be interesting. What if we used an airline for it? Right, like we just take one of the massive Airbuses that the game comes with, and we could try it with that. Oh, game froze. Oh no, it didn't. I don't know what happened to it. Oh, I think we entered into a new weather system. Anyway, we're done for today. Thank you very much for watching. Yes, it's time to end. So, what have we learned today? We are nice people. Let's remember that we are nice people. Let's continue to be nice people to each other. Except to me. Yes. Well, you know what? That's fine. Okay. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. In conclusion, what order am I supposed to do these in? Can our administrators like real quick pick up just to tell me which order I have to read these out in? Oh, okay, Firefox, and then okay, got it. Okay. So, in conclusion, thank you for watching today. In conclusion, please download Firefox. Please don't do Chrome. I want to thank all of our most beautiful mommies for watching today. I love you guys so much. You are so wonderful, and thank you for working so hard. And in conclusion, I have wasted another hour and 2 minutes of your time. Bye-bye.